What if you could use AI to be in 10 to 100 places at once and answer every single team member question? In the past, this was a concept that couldn't be accomplished, but now it's possible for every single company, freeing up your time so you can focus on growing your business. And in this simple tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how I built this for my accounting and bookkeeping firm, 8-Figure Finance, where myself and my partner don't have to answer 99% of team member questions because they use a simple bot to ask every frequently asked question. Now, if you build this is one of those things that could free up 2, 5, 10 hours a week where you can reinvest that to grow your business so it can make a massive impact and you could do it all for free. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jordan Ross. I'm the founder of 8-Figure Agency. We're a growth consultancy and portfolio where we help companies build businesses that could work without them. And one of those portfolio companies is 8-Figure Finance, my accounting and bookkeeping firm, where we made a massive dent in at my partner's ability. Ben Sternberg, who's a CPA, he doesn't have to answer team member questions anymore because they are primarily just going to this bot. So let's dive into the tutorial and show you how you can build the same thing in just minutes. Now, to get started, we're going to open ChatGPT, and the first place that you need to go to is on the left-hand side. Click the button that says Explore GPTs. Now, if you've never clicked in here, there's a lot of custom GPTs that a lot of people have open source built for the whole world. You should check them out because there's a lot of amazing tools you could use. But if you want to build your own for the FAQ bot, you go to the top right corner and click Create. You're going to click Configure, and then you're going to fill out all this information. And there are two things that are the most important to set this up correctly. First one is instructions. You need to set up the correct prompt to make sure that this bot is functioning in accordance to your standards. And I'm going to slowly scroll through my prompt, where if you want to pause and then write this all down, you can. Or if you want to, I put this in a simple document that you could download for free. Go to the link below and you could just download this document and copy all of its information. And the second most important thing is upload files. Now, here's what's crazy. You can upload 100 different files and documents that each have upwards of 4,000 pages. Now, that's 40,000 pages in total, if you do the math. And that's like all the information your business really needs to have to answer like 90% of all your team member questions. So your next step would be to do just that. Once you're ready to go, make sure you click Create and share the GPT with anyone with the link. Before you actually get going, there's a few things that you want to do to get prepared. First, you want to upload all of your SOPs and trainings into one massive document. The best thing you could do is if you've made video trainings is to transcribe them. If you haven't been making your SOP trainings on either Loom or Fireflies, I strongly recommend you start re-recording everything so there's an easily available transcription. The second thing is if you want to use this for team members in ongoing deals and you are going to use this as your primary first method of FAQs, you do need to take all the transcriptions from all the sales calls you have with prospects that turn into clients and upload that information into this bot as well. So there are ways to automate some of these steps where in Fireflies has a really amazing API process where you could automatically sweep data or sweep transcripts that get transcribed from recordings and videos and calls into one document. It will need to be a manual process of uploading and updating this GPT. But if you spend a couple months at a bare minimum of aggregating a lot of data, aggregating all of your transcriptions, aggregating all of your information, aggregating all of your financials and SOPs, when you get to the point of uploading it, this bot can do so much damage. And if you also get to the point in the future where you want to create a custom LLM, you want to own your own IP, all this information and data is going to be super helpful for whatever developer you choose. But I'd recommend going to os.8figureagency.co if you do want to build custom AI solutions, because that's all we do for advertising agencies. Now that you've seen how simple it is to make this, let's actually ask a few simple questions to see what my bot says. I'm going to ask 3 different prompts. The first prompt is going to be about a sales call or information gathered in the sales process because we can upload transcriptions. The second is going to be financial data about 8-Figure Agency. Now, like I said, we do this for my accounting firm, but if you need to actually get some data or ask what the data means, you could do that. And number 3 is asking for an internal document or internal resource like an SOP. Let's dive in. Great. Now, first things first, covering the person's last name to, make sure this call remains anonymous. But if you were giving this bot to a team member who is on the fulfillment side and they don't want to comb through a CRM to see everything that was discussed, you can have the team member have access to this bot and ask a simple question. What did Jordan, or in this case, what did the sales professional, and in this case, Daniel T, discuss in their sales process? It's going to give an entire review of all the notes, and you could actually get more specific around if they mentioned specific things around sales, client, bottlenecks, strategy, and inputs. Now, for example, number 2, if you're running a company where team members need to go find data about different clients or different information, you can just upload that data and they could ask. The example I'll say is, what did 8-figure agency spend on office? Now you can see super simply what was spent on office supplies and what office expenses were. Now, what's really cool about this is you could use GPT to start uploading documents and even process information, start building forecasts, and start to do really interesting information that you could build off of it, because this has compute power. So if you have all this data, there's so many more capabilities if you start to use your imagination. And finally, you could also reference standard operating procedures. And one example that I have is, please send me questions to ask during my one-on-one. It finds the document and then it gives you the prompt on how I recommend my team members actually conduct a one-on-one in the right order. Now, first and foremost, if you've gotten this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If this has added value to you, make sure you click that subscribe button, where every week I'm going to be coming on your feed to show you how to automate your business and fully exit operations so you can focus on growth or just enjoying your life. And if you need help building custom AI solutions or automations for your business, make sure you go to the link below or go to os.eightfigureagency.co where we can build those things for you. Thank you.